Today on The New Makers, we're visiting block printer Speronella Marsh, whose beautiful fabrics and wallpapers are created using repurposed vintage linen. With a passion for sustainability and British craftsmanship, she brings traditional block printing to life through thoughtful handmade designs. Hi, Speronella.
Hi, Monique.
So lovely to see you.
So lovely to see you.
Thank you for having us today.
It's a real pleasure.
I'm really excited to see the
Come on,
studio.
come in. So yeah, Monique, so this is my studio.
It's beautiful.
So come in.
Well, I'd love to know how you actually even got into block printing.
I'm totally self-taught. And we live up here in Shropshire, and we needed curtains and anything that I couldn't really find what I wanted. And one of my passions in life is collecting antique linen sheets, which I always have. And I actually thought, you know what, this is the time to start using them. So I taught myself how to block print, and my designs are all very simple because I don't really know how to draw properly. I've had no training whatsoever. And so that's how it all started.
Why was it block printing? Do you think it was the linens?
Certainly the linens, and also actually block printing is very complicated to do, but also a very, very simple form of art, which suited me.
And when you say you're self-taught, can you take us through a bit of that journey? Did you sort of get books? Did you go on a course? Did you?
I did a lot of YouTube.
YouTube, I love that.
A lot of YouTube. I did a couple of courses on repeat pattern or on block printing. And that's how I started. And then it was literally just trying things out. Actually, the first block I ever created was this one. And I understood pretty quickly when I created this one that I needed to go a bit bigger because there are lots of curtains to be printed in the house. And this one would have taken me a very long time. This is the acorn, and the acorn, so what I do is, this is lino, I carve on lino, and then I got a very nice gentleman who lives down the road who backs them on wood. And this is the first ever design I drew, and it was inspired actually in the autumn. I was walking around and there were some acorns, and I love acorns, and I thought actually that is such a simple design. As I said earlier, I can't draw, so simple is really quite important. And so I did it, and it worked.
The first design was born.
And the first design was born. And actually, this is the trellis of it, around it. And actually, I've got it here.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see it.
Here it is.
Gosh, so that's what's created. Do you practice on paper first? Because
Yes.
I can imagine, particularly if you're working with antique linens, is there like an element of not wanting to ruin them?
Totally. So when I start a new design, I draw it out, then I carve it, and then I try it on paper. And only then, if I like it, if it passes that test, I will print onto fabrics.
Do you feel you got the hang of it quite quickly, or was it something that was a lot of trial and error?
What I discovered pretty quickly about block printing is that when you put a block down and you repeat it, you create a pattern. But if you do that and actually suddenly you make a mistake, i.e. you put the block a bit in a different way, it's actually you've created a different pattern. It's actually, it's the beauty of block printing.
Because have you always been creative, or do you think
Yes.
you've...
Always, and I've always worked with my hands. You do not want to put me behind a computer. Very bad. I'm going to show you the Maclea, which is one of my designs, and I'll show it to you start to finish. I don't know how to draw, so what I used is a process called natural printing. You put ink on a leaf, and then you print it on paper. And there you go. I've got the silhouette of the leaf. for this one, it was basically I traced it onto lino, and I drew out the maclea. I carved the veins of the leaf, and then it was backed onto wood for me. You put color on your block and then you go down, and that is it. So here's the maclea. I get my mallet, very important. Put it down. There you go. And there it is. You see.
What is it about nature that you think you're inspired by?
It's funny enough, it's the shape of the leaves. I'm fascinated by shape. And for me, the similarity between planting a garden or looking at a garden and a textile is that when you plant a plant or a vegetable, or there's relationship between the plant itself and the space that surrounds it. And in fabric or wallpapers, it's the same thing. You have a design, but you need a space next to it. And I think it's the relationship between the two that is connected. I definitely think that there is a connection between the two. But most of my inspiration comes from this garden. So the maclea is over there, which is one of my designs. I've got an allium, which you can see them popping through the grasses. And that is, I've got a design, which is an allium.
Do you think you could ever run out of inspiration on designs to do?
No, definitely
in your
not.
own garden.
And also because I also look back. So as the potato, I'm still working on the potato. So I still pick the leaf. I still look at it. I still draw it out, but I'm not happy yet.
Yeah.
One day I will. One day, probably I might end up doing a design of an actual potato when I've for years been looking at the leaf, but actually what I should be looking at is the actual fruit of that plant. A lot of my inspiration comes from this garden, and at the moment I'm actually working on this artichoke leaf, not the artichoke plant vegetable that we all eat, but the actual leaf, the structure of the leaf. And it's definitely one that I'm obsessed by. I just think this is just such a cool shape. And I've been working on this for a while. I'm not quite there yet, but hopefully soon I'll be happy with this one. Here's the maclea. And as I showed it to you before in the studio, I literally took a leaf and then I naturally printed it. I put ink on the leaf and then put it on paper and then basically just cut it out. There you go.
It's straight from your garden.
Straight from my garden. And actually, funny enough, this one, the Astrantia, I'm going to work on this next. I think I come back to things over and over and over again. I've taken natural prints of the Astrantia, but it's still not a design. But it will be one day. Something will click and it'll work.
Do you think you could ever be inspired by anything but the natural world with your work?
Oh, absolutely. My other great passion is going to art galleries. And I get inspired a lot by exhibitions. I've actually got a wallpaper called Flotta, which is, it's a flotilla of boats. And that was an exhibition that I saw at the Royal Academy. This is the original block, which is actually, this design is called Boat. But then from Boat, I made Flotta. So we're going to go upstairs and I'll show you Eastern leaves.
So what's this print inspired by?
This exhibition that I went to at the Wallace Collection, and it actually was, it's got two elements to it. One part which is a fern, a leaf, and the other part of it which is a bit of a flower. That's a flower, but it's not a flower. It's like a fern. And there's the stripe, which is that block. And that was inspired by this exhibition I went to. And the colors actually of this were inspired by that exhibition, but actually they were more for me inspired by my garden.
And I've even noticed, like, just on these, on the inside of the, like, this looks like one of yours.
It is one of mine. And this is an old pelmet that I bought and basically stuck it up here, and the inside was white. And so, I mean, anything which is white,
You'll print on.
I print on.
Do you think there's any rules to really where you can use wallpapers or can't?
Remember, I'm self-taught, so I have no rules.
Do you ever use any of those tools, you know, SketchUp and things on computers to visualize your wallpapers in rooms before? Or do you just wait till the first time you actually put it physically up?
Don't put me in front of a computer. My way of creating is just very simple. It really is. It's a block, and it's the relationship for me, the relationship between a design and the space that sits around it, and the balance between the two. That's what it is for me. This is Cindy's needle. And actually, this is the element of one design called the dandelion. And the dandelion is the dandelion, after it's yellow, it becomes that fluff ball.
Yes.
And the needle is, in that design, is the stripe next to it.
You know, it's kind of textured. Is that from the way you print it, or the base of the wallpaper that it's on?
Well spotted. So, as you know, I block print on antique linen sheets, and we recreated the antique linen on the wallpaper. Don't ask me the technicality of how they digitally take pictures of them, but that's exactly what we wanted to do. And what I love is that it's all made here in the UK. For me, that is so important. I live in Shropshire. The Midlands is, I mean, it's incredible what industry we got in the Midlands. And so I don't have to go far. It's all around here. And I'm learning so much. And again, that's collaborating with other people, learning from them what you can do, what you can't do, sitting down with them and putting in colors all in front of a computer. And I love it. It's amazing. God, it's another whole new world. Yeah.
So we're sat here in front of your acorn design that we actually saw just down in the studio, and this is it now. You know.
So this is it. This is how it all started. So these curtains, and in this room, there are 12 sheets, and I had to match all the background of the sheets. If you actually feel them, they all feel different one to the other, but the background color is the same. And when I designed the acorn, the first time I designed it, I printed it. It was actually, the acorn was blue, this blue, and the trellis around it was red. And I hung it on this window, and I said, the red is not right. And actually, I worked out that this floor in this room is all a wooden floor. So I thought, actually, let's do it brown. And that's how this started. So this is the start of it all, to the point, actually, that the wallpapers, when I recreated all these designs, the wallpapers, all of them have been shrunk or customized a bit, apart from the acorn. It's the only wallpaper that I've not touched, because this is the first one. So I've never tampered. No, never tampered with it. The thing that I love most about making is actually going back to my studio, is the calmness of it. It is a flow. By printing a pattern, there's a repetitive flow, and that makes me feel it clears my head of anything. I could be in there for hours and literally not realize that hours have gone by. And that, I love that.